Okay, and welcome to Term 3, Week 2, Remote Learning. This wasn't meant to happen, was it? We're back to it though, guys, so please get on, enjoy the sessions, and do your best to make some good choices whilst we are doing remote learning. Now, the intenzione di apprendimento, the learning intentions for this session are that we will practice keywords and phrases, which we'll do each week during remote learning. So I'll show that to you next. We're going to be answering some basic questions using Italian language. Again, we'll do this every week. And then we're going to learn about a new topic in Italian. This week's topic is actually transport. And after that, I'll show you what your activity is. So I need you to complete an activity and upload your work to Dropbox like you were doing in Term 2. The only difference is I don't think I'm going to be emailing your parents with feedback, okay? So instead I'm going to store everything you give me from Dropbox, I will store and we will talk about when you get back to school. Because I'm working at school at the moment, I'm not going to be at home, which means I've got other jobs to do like supporting other teachers, taking my own sessions at times as well. So it's going to be a bit different to me, or for me, I've got other jobs to do for the school and for Miss Vidmar, all right? So let's get into the session for this week. Okay, so each week, guys, we're going to be practicing these items. So let's go through them. Parole e frasi importanti. We have the following. And done. All right, so I'm going to say the Italian version for each word inside those yellow circles. You can follow along. I'm not going to read the English for you. You can do that yourselves. And then I've got a little job for you, okay? So just follow along. We have sì, per favore, benvenuto, no, grazie, scusa, come stai, stai bene, and hai capito. Now, your little job, as I promised. What I want you to do is just spend a minute or so, 1 minute, practicing some of those words. So saying them aloud and telling yourself, because I can't hear you obviously, just saying a scenario where you would use that particular word. For example, I'll use benvenuto as my example. I would say benvenuto if someone arrived at my house. Okay, so if I'm welcoming somebody into my house, which I'm not allowed to do at the moment with COVID, of course. However, that's my example. Could you come up with a few examples, maybe 3 examples using the words that are in front of you right now? I'm going to cover my face, put some music on for you. So listen out for the music. When the music stops and my face appears, your time is up. So see if you can get 3 examples done. Go. And your time is up. Alright, let's stop that stopwatch. Cancel that timer. Alright, and let's keep going. Alright, some other questions and responses that I would like to cover this week. Domande e risposte. Come ti chiami? Allora, when somebody asks you what your name is, they will ask that question, come ti chiami? Your response is mi chiamo, so 2 words, mi chiamo Signor Pirena. So let me ask you, come ti chiami? Your response starts with mi chiamo. And if your name is Cristiano, you would say Cristiano. So for example, come ti chiami? Mi chiamo Cristiano. Come ti chiami? Mi chiamo Signor Pirena. Let me ask you, you ready? Because I'm going to be listening out. Come ti chiami? Fantastico. Now, of course, I couldn't hear you, but hopefully you were able to respond. If you weren't, pause right now and have a practice go again. All right, next question and response. How are you? Now, this isn't as basic because there's different responses depending on how you're feeling, right? So the question is, come stai? How are you? And you would respond with I am and one of these words in English, of course, but this is Italian. So, come stai? Sto. And you have to choose one of these, and they align with the ones above. So molto bene is very well, fine is bene, così così is okay, all right is non troppo bene, or that would be non troppo bene is not so good, male is ill, and then così così is okay or all right, okay? So you've got a couple of options there. Now, come stai? At the moment I feel well, or bene, so I'm going to say that. Come stai? Sto bene. Now let me ask you, come stai? Sto, good, and choose an emotion. Choose how you're feeling. Great. Again, of course, I couldn't hear you, but hopefully you're able to follow on. If you're not, pause it, have a look around, see if you can come up with an answer that fits, okay? All right, let's keep going. Quanti anni hai? How old are you? Now, this is a more basic question again because there's only one answer. Ho 36 anni. I'm 36 years old. What about yourself? You're either 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or 14. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think we have anyone older than 14 at our school. So hopefully you know your numbers by now. You should have learnt those from Signorina and from me this year. So let's have a go. Quanti anni hai? Or, fantastic, or fantastico, anni. Great. Hopefully, again, you're able to answer that question. It's a really basic question you should be able to both answer and ask of another person as well. Last one. This is a harder one. Do you have any sisters, do you have any brothers or sisters? Hai fratelli o sorelle? So, this is a harder question because there's many answers. No would be your most basic one. If you don't have any brothers or sisters, it's simply no. If you have a sister or sisters, it would be this line here. If you have one brother or many brothers, it would be this line. And if you've got both brothers and sisters, it would be the last line. So for Signor Pereira, I need to use this line here because I just have one brother, that's all. It's just my brother and I. So, hai fratelli o sorelle, and I would go down to here. Sì, ho uno fratello. Basta, nothing else, okay? That's my answer. Maybe you only have a sister. Or maybe you have two sisters. Let's just pretend I have two sisters. Sì, ho due sorelle. So I've got two sisters. Now, the most complex one is the bottom. If you've got both, and if you've got a different number as well. Let's pretend I have one sister and two brothers. Sì, ho una sorella, or uno sorella, e due fratelli. I have one sister and two brothers. I know it's complex. I can't do every example in the school because there's too many examples. We have so many different types of families. So this would be a good time to pause so that you can work out your numbers and whether you have brothers or sisters or which sentence you need to choose. Is it sentence A, sentence B, or sentence C? And then you just have to slot in the numbers that suit as well. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. We will continue practicing this each week, but for now, we're going to get into our topic of the week. All right, and guys, this week we're looking at transporto, which is just transport as a translation. A pretty easy translation at that. What I'm going to do is just introduce some new language to you as far as different transport types that you're looking at on the screen right now. And once we've covered those, then I'll play a game whilst you're viewing that game. So it'll just be from the Languages Online website that I'll show you in a sec. And then I'll show you your activity that I need you to do for this week as well. All right, so transporto, which is transport, and I'll just do one row at a time. So the first row is cavallo, taxi, and nave, so horse, taxi, and ship. The next row is elicottero, bus, and barca, which is helicopter, bus, and boat. Then we have sottomarino, which is submarine, treno, and macchina, so submarine, train, and car. And last row we have is bicicletta, moto, and aereo, which are bicycle, motorcycle, and aeroplane. All right, let's switch over to the game. Alright, and as I suggested earlier, guys, the game we're going to be playing this week is from the Languages Online website, and it is topic number 32, modes of transport. So if you're able to get onto this website, please feel free to have a go as well. Modes of transport. And number 2 is tris. And enable and allow. Alrighty, if we click on start, player 1 and Senor Vireno. I'm basically going to be presented with different transport types, and we're just going to have to answer and see if we can match them up.
A piedi.
So a piedi, that was the computer's turn. Now it's my turn. So we're playing noughts and crosses, of course.
La bicicletta.
Bicicletta, which is the bicycle. I don't know if that was on my previous poster.
L'autobus.
L'autobus. If you remember, it was bus or bus on my other poster, so it can be l'autobus or l'autobus or bus. Okay. Let's see if I can beat this computer. It's pretty difficult.
Il motorino.
Il motorino. There we go.
Il metro.
Il metro. I mean, I lose. I do lose. Oh. Okay.
La moto.
Anyway. La moto. Oh. Try again.
Il treno.
Oh, computer forfeited its win.
L'auto.
L'auto. So macchina or l'auto.
L'aereo.
And l'aereo. Drawn game. Okay, the computer forfeited the win there, as you would have seen. That's round 1. We're going to play 3 rounds because I know there's some other modes of transport that weren't mentioned just yet. Alright, same names.
La moto.
La moto.
L'aereo.
L'aereo we had before.
A piedi.
A piedi. Am I going to lose again? I'm not very good at this one.
L'auto.
L'auto.
La bicicletta.
La bicicletta.
L'autobus.
L'autobus.
Il tram.
Didn't let me win that time. Il tram definitely wasn't on the poster. Il metro.
Il metro.
So there's il metro.
Il taxi.
Oh, I lost. Not happy, Jan. Alright, one more round. See if I can get that back.
L'aereo.
L'aereo. Take the
A piedi.
piedi.
L'auto.
L'auto. Better block that straight away.
Il motorino.
Il motorino.
La moto.
No win for me. Okay.
Il tram.
Il tram.
Il traghetto.
We didn't have before. Il traghetto is the ferry.
Il metro.
I'll block the win there. And
Il treno.
il treno. I've ended up not that round, but overall I have, yeah. Alright, so there's 3 rounds of noughts and crosses. Again, let me show you where you can get to that. I'll show you the address bar as well. If I go to that website there, Languages Online, and search for that, jump into the Italian section, and it's topic number 32, modes of transport. Alright, I'll be right back with your activity for this week, okay? Alright, now guys, coming back to this poster from before, your task this week is to choose your favourite 6 items of transport or modes of transport and turn them into sentences. So I need you to, firstly, this is as an example, write 6 words out. So I've got 1 here, you need to do 6 of them, and then read them to me. So you would read the word bicicletta and also put that into a sentence or into a funny story, okay? So 6 of these, I've already got them prepared, and I'll read them to you shortly. 6 of these cards showing me that you know how to say them and that you can put it into a story in English. The story can actually be in English, okay? So what I'm saying is that you can write it, say it, and then put it into a sentence. Simple as that. Okay, so guys, to present your work for this week, all you need to do is exactly what I'm showing you right now. So from this point, I need you to write down 6 words of different transport modes. So just the words I taught you today. I hope you can see some of these. I hope your quality is a bit better than mine. Blue on yellow hasn't worked very well. I think we're back to the start. Good. So my first word is nave, which is a big ship. I don't know if I have any funny stories about that, but I have been on 3 or 4 different naves in my life on big ships. Okay, one done. Machina. I have a silver Machina, and sometimes it smells like my golf clubs. Moto. I am extremely scared of moto. Yes, I don't like jumping on too many moto bicicletas. Helicóptero. Yes, once I was in the Grand Canyon flying through, and I thought I almost had an accident because I was so scared. If you know what I mean by accident. Treno. Yes, many funny train stories. I used to catch the treno to school every day actually when I was younger, and used to sit with my mates and have a good time. And last one, bicicleta. I'm a little bit sad that I don't get to ride my bicicleta at the moment because we have to stay inside, of course, and not do too much exercise. And boom, that's it. I'm done. That's all you need to do, guys. Didn't take me very long. I wrote out 6 words, and I just made sentences which weren't pre-planned with you just then. Easy as that. All right. Send them through via Dropbox. The link will be in the description.